She my ride or die, we sliding 99. She give me vibes, we vibing all the time. She my ride or die, we sliding 99. 100 on the dash, down to 95. Her feet on the dash, in the passenger side. I got my digits up, that's a Henny cup. She bringin' me up, I keep a semi-tuck. I ran it up and got a cool wrist. A new bitch in the whip, interior cool whip. She give me vibes like Stella, someone to groove with. She got a groove back, posting new pics like Cuda.
She providing all your needs, see that ain't really no pride. Your last nigga, he couldn't really pull off the job. Be careful, baby, I'm trouble, I'll make you fall in love. Cause I'm a gentleman, but I'll fuck you like I'm a thug. We too busy spending money, never a need to fuss. And when I go deep, it's the only time I make you cuss. You fuck with a real nigga, I'ma make you adjust. I ain't one to make you look stupid, I'm trying to gain trust. Drop top, new ride, baddest bitch on my side. Matching zodiac signs, so both our spirits align. Hitting it from the back and leaving chills in the spine. And after roll up the gasoline and stimulate her mind.
100 on the dash, down to 95. Her feet on the dash, in the passenger side. I got my digits up, that's a Henny cup. She bringin' me up, I keep a semi-tuck. I ran it up and got a cool wrist. A new bitch in the whip, interior cool whip. She give me vibes like Stella, someone to groove with. She got a groove back, posting new pics like Cuda. I run it up, yeah, I swear the big body truck. I remember serving work out of the trunk. Now I'm riding with a fly bitch, she slippin' sliding, went like Poseidon. Got the racks, know I'm about to buy in.
And she know that she the baddest I ever had. So when a random bitch flirt with me, she ain't never mad. She perfect and there's so much shit that she better at. And I be licking it perfect where she get wetter at. I got to look right, pedicure toes white. Hitting it on the balcony, hope you ain't scared of heights. If she a queen, she gon' do more than just stay the night. Just tell me where you wanna go and I'ma book the flight. See, we just living our life and living it how we please. Ain't worried about other guys, I'm giving her what she need. It's one hell of a vibe, feeling the ocean breeze and passing blunts back and forth on the island with palm trees.
100 on the dash, down to 95. Her feet on the dash, in the passenger side. I got my digits up, that's a Henny cup. She bringin' me up, I keep a semi-tuck. I ran it up and got a cool wrist. A new bitch in the whip, interior cool whip. She give me vibes like Stella, someone to groove with. She got a groove back, posting new pics like Cuda.
Every second to minutes, an hour to day to a week to a month to a year. I gotta go get it and get through whatever, no matter the pain or the tears. Every second to minutes, an hour to day to a week to a month to a year. I gotta go get it and get through whatever, no matter the pain.
Go ahead, drop in the chat if you tapped in with us, baby. We going live soon. Drop in the chat if you tuned in with us, baby.
I say I'm getting rich, doing big shit. Already never been a bitch. I'm a real nigga, I won't ever switch.
I'm never taking no L's, I'm never taking no L's. Used to be shy and would cry as a kid, until my city pulled me out the shell. Now I'm doing well, always make sure that I got up anytime I slipped or fell. Gotta go hard like a nigga just got out of jail, and I spent all my time in the cell. I ain't no gangster, I ain't no trigger squeezer, but I ain't no pussy neither. Light skin and I got good hands, and I'm a real good pussy eater. I don't fake a flex, but I'm about a check and don't need to flex when you get respect. Don't represent, but real niggas on deck waiting for what's next, so never need to stress. Big break and generational curses, I ain't got no time to get nervous. Changing lives, I'm providing a service. Getting paid, boy, I'm serving a purpose. And I keep some troubleshooters for niggas that be talking through computers. Teaching them lessons, but not a tutor. Learning the game, nigga, I'm a student. I'm finna be rich, 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 rich. Scratching for the money, got an itch. Finna beat the game and never glitch. Clearing dollar trades for 7 cents. Make 1,000 in a couple minutes. Go from entry rank to a lieutenant. Living life on high without the limits. Period. Now that's the end of sentence.
Every second to minutes, an hour to day to a week to a month to the year. I gotta go get it and get through whatever, no matter the pain or the tears. Every second to minutes, an hour to day to a week to a month to a year. I gotta go get it and get through whatever, no matter the pain. I'm getting rich, rich, doing big shit. Already never been a bitch. Real nigga, I won't ever switch. I say I'm getting rich, rich, doing big shit. Already never been a bitch. Real nigga, I won't ever switch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are now back. We are back. Season 2, episode 8. Season 2, episode 8. The mid-season premiere. We are back. My boy
Ain't taking off that
Relle.
long no more. Can't take off that long no more.
It was a long. Hey, it was like it was. It wasn't, but it was. Like that was wild.
Feel like a lot has happened, but
a lot. Of course, everything would happen when we decide to take our break. But what's good, Relle? What's going down, man?
nothing, man. Just trying to. I'm trying to get this. Oh, we good now? Yes, he said it took y'all long enough.
Yeah.
We have returned.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man. Nothing. Hey, just chilling right now, man. Been going, got a lot of stuff. Right now, Houston Texans season ticket holder.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Houston Texans season ticket holder.
Okay.
All my life, I wanted to be a season ticket holder. Not all my life, but since I had a little money, I wanted to be a season ticket holder. This about since I was making about $11 an hour. I wanted to be a season ticket holder, and now I was able to finally purchase me some season tickets for the upcoming season. Yeah, I don't care what y'all got to say. We suck, but guess who's gonna be there in the stands every week?
Every week. Now,
And when we start winning, don't be trying to get my tickets either.
Now the question is, are you gonna be turned up every Sunday that you there?
Every last Sunday that it's a game. We gonna definitely be tailgating.
Yeah.
We tailgating and drinking and got the hookah out there. We kind of started last year, but now we said we know what to do. So our tailgate gonna be even more stupid than next year when the season come up. So I'm excited, man. Houston Texas season ticket holder, man. Get at me.
That's gonna be live. I have to slide down.
Oh yeah, just let me know what game you want to go to, man.
That boy gonna be live. I ain't never
It
been
depends
to
on what
Texas.
everybody else doing. I might take it to a preseason game. My schedule filling up fast, you know. When they find out you got a little money, now everybody want to be a part of it.
Yeah, they know that you're a season ticket holder. They gonna try to just use you for your tickets, man. But that's
I'm really
what's up.
excited for when Deshaun Watson come back in town.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy. Who he playing for? Cleveland?
Yeah, and he come back in town. Hopefully, it's after his suspension, because that's gonna be a big money making game right there. If this wasn't my first year, I would sell those tickets. I could probably sell them for maybe $200 a piece, even where I'm sitting there, because that's gonna be such a big game. But my first year, I'm going to every last one of them.
So, if you don't mind me asking, is it good seats? Like,
Brother, why you don't ask these kind of questions?
I don't know. I didn't want to.
I'm in the stadium.
You in the stadium? Okay.
Nah, I'm in the middle bowl. I'm in the 500 section.
Ooh.
My seats are in the end zone. Yeah, in the end zone. I don't know which end zone though, but the end zone in the 500, in the middle bowl. So I got a good angle to see everything. I looked at it on the virtual thing. I think I've set that before.
Boy, know what I'm saying? I just didn't know if you wanted to let the people that was asking. I didn't know if you wanted to ruin
Nah, because if you want to
what.
get tickets that's down low, you're talking about some real money. Because what the guy was explaining to me is you have to buy a PSL. I think it's called a personal seat license. I think it is. And you basically buy the rights to those seats.
Yeah.
Now, that can cost, right now, I think he said that the PSL for the one, it was in the corner of the end zone on the first level. I think it was there $2,500. So $2,500 to get those seats. But then you got to pay for your season tickets.
Damn.
So
you got to pay just. So, okay.
But that seat license is a one-time payment. So as long as you keep renewing your season tickets, you don't ever have to pay for that PSL again. Right now, the PSLs are low. 2,500 is low because the Texans suck.
Yes.
Now, let's say the Texans go to the Super Bowl this year. Now, them same PSL tickets that were 2,500 gonna be 10,000.
Yeah, easily.
But if I had bought them, then I wouldn't have to buy them no more.
Okay, that makes sense. Sense.
As long as I keep renewing my season tickets.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I get 30% off at the online store, 10% off concessions, a whole bunch of stuff I get. I get special invites to events and crap.
Oh shit, that's a season ticket stuff. Hey.
Yeah, like they having a drop party at the Middle Light Arena. I'm gonna probably go. I wasn't gonna go at first, but now I'm a season ticket holder. They invited me. I feel like I should go be around my other season ticket members.
Hey, honestly, bro, that may be the move, bro, because the networking there would probably be crazy. Honestly,
crazy.
That's dope. That's what's up, boy. My boy, Relle out here doing. He doing his thing at his job. My boy has a season ticket holder. My man's out here doing he's goals right now.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but I'm doing my thing.
That's what's up, bro. My boy Steph was good. Charm was good.
What up,
C-Sam said after our channels take off PSLs next year. Oh.
Yeah, C-Sam and A-Dub is starting a music review challenge. Challenge. Music review channel.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be kicked off here in the next couple.
Semi-married.
I think they're gonna be getting kicked off here in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, you got to let us know, C-Sam, so we can make sure we
do our part. And now I told him he come on the show. Now he got something to promote. We ain't bringing randoms up here. You got something to promote now.
He called him a random.
We'll get you in season 3.
He called him a random, man. That's funny, man. That's what's up, dog. That is what's up, man. This break, I needed this podcast to come back. Boy.
Wow, what went down?
Man, it's just you ever get to a point to where you just tired of people?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, man. That's all it is, man. And sometimes you just want to be able to just get on a rant.
Uh-oh. You got a rant? Is that what you?
And since I spoke on that topic, I didn't really want to talk about it, but it touched me, so I feel like I gotta speak.
Okay.
One of my pet peeves is when people are just in your space, all up in your personal space, when they don't have to be.
That's white people. White people talk to you real close.
I've noticed that a lot being in this job.
I hate that. Like, we in the
now.
store. Why are you so close to me?
Like, now in the job I'm in now. So I unfortunately have to be in the office. I'm not remote. I can work remote, but 95% of my job requires me to be in the office. Well, usually it's just me and my 2 team members that's on my team. We're the only ones there. Everybody else, if there's people there, on like the other side of the floor. So it's really just us. We got that whole side of the floor to ourselves, nice and quiet. We ain't got to worry about people just coming up and talking, none of that. For some reason today, it was like 12 people in there, and they all been working remote, and they all felt the need to come and stand and talk and mingle right by my desk, bro. Mind you, we have that whole entire floor. It's probably 50 to 60 cubicles. They literally decided to come to my cubicle and sit there and talk, bro. And I absolutely can't stand it. Like, it's just, I put that in the same sense of like when you're in the restroom and you go to a urinal and there's 19 other urinals, but somebody comes and piss right next to you.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
That shit is, or if I'm in a parking lot and I park in the back away from people, even if there's open spots, I don't want nobody hitting my car. Somebody comes and park right next to you. I hate that shit.
Yeah. The bathroom one is crazy because, it's like, you have all these stalls, bro. The only time you should ever be peeing next to somebody, like if you had like an event or something like that, and like at a Texas game or something, it's halftime, everybody try to use the bathroom. All right, it's an emergency situation.
Must. That's the only time you should do it. Don't just come to do it just to do. Like, bro, what?
Yeah, I was peeing one day and the dude came next to me. He bumped my shoulder, pee all on my hands. I was so mad. I was so mad. Hey, Fly, this is me right here. I was like, God. I had to shake the pee off. It was warm. I had to go that day. And he just gonna bump into me, just show him, oh, God dang, pee. My hand got a little got in my jeans. But anyways, yeah, I hate when people come pee right next to you. That don't make no sense.
Oh yeah, man. But other than that, the time off has been great. Obviously, I almost came back to the pod with a fade, real. I almost came back.
We was in Dallas during this break. I came up to Dallas and we went to the mall.
Bro,
I told him, hey, y'all, if you ever in Plano,
don't.
I forgot what the name of the place we was at. The mall was. I told Flight when we was walking around the mall. I said, "This mall, this mall trash because there was nobody in the middle selling jewelry. There was not one jewelry store. Just niggas selling perfumes and niggas making T-shirts.
That mall was so trash. They only had a Foot Locker. That was
the whole West Wing was still closed.
It was closed, bro. Like it was nothing there.
Half the mall. People go down there just to make U-turns.
Just to make U-turn. People go there to walk. They go to that mall just to walk.
That's the wrong way. Whole bunch of coming soon signs. I've been in there since 2014. This store ain't coming. It's not. This store is not coming. Coming soon.
Bro, that mall was so sad, bro. Like
that mall was horrible.
We can't us describing it isn't gonna do it any justice how bad that shit. Like the only two stores in there that was good was Liz and H&M.
I was the only two stores we went to. That's the food court.
Food court looked like it was ass too.
Yeah, they know what nobody eating.
Nobody was eating that bitch.
I seen something the other day that made me mad too. I seen a guy dog on PlayStation talking about they getting ready to make a PlayStation Pro.
Like the handheld? Or like the equivalent of like an Xbox One Series S.
I was just about that making a Pro. I'm like, why y'all making a new system? I can't even get the old one. You can't even find the old system, but y'all want to make a whole new one. Make more of the ones that we can get first.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
That makes no sense. PlayStation making a whole new system, but the other one niggas still selling for $2,500.
That don't make sense. I didn't hear that. That just come out? Like they just said that?
It was like a couple weeks ago. I had seen that they was in the product design part of whatever. They was making a PlayStation Pro.
That.
So stupid. I can't even get a hold of the other PlayStation, but they want to make a whole new system.
I guess
you can go in any store right now. You cannot find a PlayStation. Your only hope is to go on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or anything, a Wish or anything like that, and buy it for $900.
Wish actually selling PS5s? Like they legit?
I don't know.
Them hoes.
That wasn't my first option.
Wish, if anybody buying anything like that on Wish, I'm gonna pray for y'all.
It surprised me. A day I was in Walmart and I seen an Xbox sitting in the case. That was my first time ever seeing that.
Matter of fact, I was just at Walmart today and I seen it. Like,
yeah, because Xbox, they like, okay, we're gonna make more systems before we make a new system.
They ain't making a new system probably for another 5 years.
Actually, I just got a message on my phone. That's why it said the Xbox is making something. I'll let you know a little later. But that's what made me think about the PlayStation.
Wish is gonna give you. Wish is going to give you a Gay Station 5.
That boy definitely gonna be a Gay Station. It says the first Xbox Series X revision might be coming soon.
Oh, revision. So it ain't gonna be a new system. It's gonna be the same system, just with some,
My monitor just changed colors or something.
I'm
all right. Come on. Right. It went like it went from like that regular to like a darker tone. I don't know. That's fine.
All right. Let's get into the topic shit, man. Let's get into the topics.
What's first, man?
First,
so much is going on. Too much is going on.
Let's talk about this this OnlyFans chick. I'm gonna say allegedly, because I haven't come across anything saying that she did it, but allegedly that been her boyfriend, and claiming that she claimed that it was self-defense. And then I don't know if it's self-defense. I also seen something where she said she had like a history of like mental health problems, so she tried to blame it on mental health, something. But the lawyer of the OnlyFans star said that their relationship was obviously toxic. So what are your thoughts on that whole situation?
Well, you got to give it in full context.
What's the full context?
That she was a white woman OnlyFans model.
Okay, yeah, true,
dating a black dude. I'm not gonna call him a brother, and I'll get to that later.
Yeah. I don't know if he deserves that quite yet.
Yeah, but still don't deserve to get killed. But there's a few things that's in question with him.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I seen the story at first, and I kind of just glossed over it, and now I see it kind of making bigger and bigger headlines in the last week or two. Thinking because they found there was like pictures of her covered in blood.
Yes, I saw that. I don't know if y'all seen that either, chat. Like a couple days after the story came out, it was like, oh, the same. I forgot her name, Courtney or something like that. Courtney Taylor, I think it is. Yeah.
But she was a picture of her covered in blood that supposedly happened after she stabbed whatever his name is, Uncle Ruckus. I'm gonna call him for that now. I'm gonna get to why I said that in a little bit.
Got you.
My biggest question is, Who took the picture of her in the blood?
That's probably somebody who was being nosy, probably paparazzi type, because it looked like that picture wasn't something that was just close. But I think I see where you're going. Go ahead. I think I see where you're going.
I'm just confused on who took the picture.
Right.
I mean, paparazzi. Why is paparazzi following her?
You're right.
So I guess that's my biggest question. Like, out of all the stuff, like why she did, yeah. But who took that picture of her covered in the blood? Which means one that there's something else going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess both of them mean there's something else going on. But one, like it was more like a setup or something. Or two, somebody lying here. Somebody that might have been a fake picture of her then. That's just weird that you just snap a random picture of a random white girl that's covered in blood.
Well, yeah, because then if it wasn't her, then
if I seen it, I would take a picture too. I guess let me. If I just seen a random white girl blood all over, I'm definitely taking a picture. So, yeah, I mean, so I guess I can't. I guess I gotta empathize with the photographer. But maybe he heard screaming or something, and he,
it just looked like it was hella far away. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know. It just looked hella far away. But that whole situation is kind of, it's I don't know, because
why were we? Go ahead.
It's just what's weird. It's just that she claims that she was mentally unstable and suicidal. Then now they're saying that she did it in self-defense. So if you claim, like, you can't be, I'm not saying that you can't be both, but you were claiming before, after, or right after it happened, you're saying you're mentally unstable and suicidal, and now it's a self-defense. Like, it'd be different if you said it before it happened.
Well, it'd be different if she killed herself.
That too. I mean,
if you're suicidal, then why don't you kill yourself? Why you have to kill somebody else?
Exactly. So I don't know. That shit is just it's weird all around. So I don't know. Shit's
I just have a hard time believing this is self-defense. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because this man loved white women.
Mm-hmm. That he did.
He loved them. I mean, I'm talking about, have you ever seen Boondocks? And you see when Uncle Ruckus start talking about white women? Oh, I bet they smell like lemon drops. Oh, look at the white woman. Just look the way she sweat. Look at the way she walk with them thighs. Look at that white woman is God's greatest creation to earth. He was one of them types. So
he definitely was one of them types.
I mean, so I guess what I'm trying to say is, for someone who loved white women so much, I just don't feel like he was abusing them.
Yeah,
I mean, I just find that hard to believe that. I think
based on his tweets, I can
that's
see.
What I was, pulling up now.
Yeah, based on his tweets, I can see why. You would say that anybody else would say that. Now, for me, does his tweets justify why? Like just know the fact he's dead. Like, oh, okay, he deserved it type shit. No,
definitely no.
But if y'all haven't seen, read, heard any of these tweets this dude was tweeting, and this is from 10 years ago. But
2012 and
2011 and 2012, yeah.
But obviously it didn't change, because look who he ended up with.
Yeah, I mean, like saying, like, one of my followers, black girls are born knowing how to shake their ass. Me, honestly, I don't care. They not my type. The way black girls disgrace themselves on TV. Black girls aren't the only ones who can cook in the world. Once again, I'm tired of these black girls in my government class. I mean, he was going in.
Hold on. Okay, let's address some of these tweets. Let's address some of these tweets. I think you missed the first one. I ain't hear you say listen. But can't believe one of my followers thinks I'm talking to black girls when I don't.
Oh yeah, he was
so offended.
So offended.
That you think I would talk to her? He was so offended. Her?
Like, why was he so offended by that? Like,
he had to go to Twitter and say, I can't believe one of my followers think I talk to black girls when I don't. That's how offended whoever one of his followers is. That's how offended. And you know what I think it is?
So,
I bet you some girl was trying to talk to him and she was black. I bet some girl trying to talk to him.
I didn't even think of that. I just assumed that one of my followers was white. I didn't even think of that.
Nah, and he thinks that that is so beneath him.
Oh my God.
Talking to black girls is so beneath him.
That shit is so bad.
And he had to make a tweet that says, "Can't believe I can't believe this. Hey, this girl thought I was talking."
She wildin'. Black girls. What the audacity of her.
Oh my God, I love white women. White women are just so precious. Oh Lord.
My man's even went out for Gina Martin.
Oh, we gonna get to that. Hold on. I'm about to address these tweets. I'm addressing this today. Black girls are born knowing how to shake they booty. Honestly, I don't care. They not my type. You made that clear in the other tweet that was just 21 days prior to that. So you didn't need to say that again, first off.
Exactly.
Second, there's a lot of black girls who didn't obviously get that when they was born. Like, they just be shaking hips and shoulders. Hips and shoulders. So not every black girl came out knowing how to shake their booty.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to the next one. The way black girls disgrace themselves on TV. He must ain't never seen My 600-Pound Life.
No, I don't think he has.
Because those white women on there be making me mad.
Was that going on at the time?
That's a good point. I don't know. I feel like 600-Pound Life been around.
I mean, it probably has, but that doesn't matter. There's a lot of other shit that was going on that should show you that shit, but go ahead.
The way black girls disgrace themselves on TV, I just don't understand what. I guess what I'm thinking about what he's talking about here.
He must be watching
the reality shows.
Yeah, Love and Hip Hop type shit.
Right. That's the only thing I can think about when he's talking about this particular tweet. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good one. Black girls aren't the only ones who can cook in the world. Brother, you are right. You are right.
You weren't wrong with that statement.
You are. Black girls aren't the only ones. I'm glad you gave them a little credit knowing that they can cook, but what you saying is that they shouldn't get all the credit.
Yes.
And according to Cam Newton, any woman who can't cook, we're gonna get to that later. But you're right. You know, Spanish women can cook. There are some white women that can cook.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you talk about Cajun, you know, especially them Louisiana Cajun white women too. They can cook. I mean, everybody can cook. You know, it just depends on what kind of food you like.
Mm-hmm.
If you like curry, a black girl is not gonna make that good for you.
It's not gonna taste, you know, authentic like you may want it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So yes, you are right. Black girls aren't the only ones who can cook. But I know your grandmother was mad when she read that.
Oh yeah, she had to, and if she's still, I ain't getting into that. But
okay, this is a good one right here. This is a good one. Once again, this is what he said, y'all. I'm just reading the tweets. Once again, so he had to say this more than once.
Yes.
I am tired of these black girls in my government class.
They must have really got on his goddamn nerves.
I might be with him on this one. Let me. Because he probably had a class with some. He probably had a class with some loud. Some loud, rowdy. They probably in there laughing, giggling, talking back, and he probably want to learn.
He probably do.
From his perspective, I can understand that. But I guess it's gonna be turned around because if they was white women, would you be sick of them? If they were doing the same thing, would you? No. Would you made a tweet about it?
I mean, we could go back to how you spoke on the first tweet about what you thought about what was happening. Right. Those black girls may not be loud. Those black girls may be attracted to him. And to refer back to his very first tweet, he is offended. The fact that these black women or these black girls at the time, the young ladies in his class, they liked him, but the fact that they liked him, it was so beneath him that he had to go and tweet about it yet again because he's just tired of them fascinating over him. Maybe that's it.
And you're right. And yeah, I mean, so depend, but on that, I can understand how your perception is your reality. You know, that's, you know, that was a call back to season 1. This is the last one I'm gonna read. Oh no, 2 more, because the middle one is kind of the same one that we said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite one, y'all. Martin's show is just too funny. Gina be hating too much with her loud black self. Hashtag typical.
I don't.
So let's break this tweet down. He likes black shows. He likes Martin, so he likes black shows. So he has a little culture in him somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Gina be hating too much with her loud black self. Now let me tell you why I got a problem with that.
Go ahead, break it down, brother.
I'm not saying this is right, but I'm just saying what people talk about in life.
Right.
Pam was always labeled as the loud black female character on the show.
Right.
Because of the dark skin and the light skin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Pam was over sexualized. Gina was made to seem like the one that got together, the bougie one, nice job. You know, Pam would wear the short dresses, short skirts. Gina got the whole pantsuits. You know, you understand the dynamic that people talk about.
Right.
Don't look at it the show that way. You know, I look at it as characters and they're just playing characters. But that's what people talk about.
Right.
So how mad does he have to be to be mad at the light-skinned woman? I want to know how he feel about Pam.
Yeah.
If this is how he feel about Gina, how does he feel about Pam?
He dogging Pam.
Hashtag typical.
I don't know, bro. Bro was. That's it.
Oh.
Bro, wow.
See, Sam, that is funny. She said that's funny. What she said me in the chat said, y'all, well, I know he loved Aquanetta. Now, for those who don't understand that, Aquanetta, Martin, they went to the ski resort, and Tommy had a friend that he was hyping up the entire show. And they were like, you know, she bad, da da da. And when she finally came, Aquanetta was white. One of my favorite lines is, "Oh, I think Tommy said something like, "Are you talking about for somebody how she look or something like that? You thought she was a sister or something?" He said, "Nah, her being named Aquanetta, I thought she was a sister." But that was one of my favorite shows.
I forgot about that episode. That episode was funny. So yeah, he definitely loved Aquanetta. He definitely did.
So I find a little offense to this guy, people, because people like him kind of messed it up for people like you, and I would say myself back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay. So because like yourself, I wasn't one to. I didn't care what color you were, you know, white, black, orange. Well, I do care if he was orange, but white,
it's
black,
kind of concerning.
Right, white, black, you know, Hispanic, you know, whatever, island, whatever. I didn't care, you know, if I thought you was attractive, boom, I'm gonna shoot my shot or whatever.
Absolutely.
And people always say, "Oh, you don't like black girls."
Not
I don't know if people ever told you that.
Oh no. I heard it a lot more once I was in college, going to a PWI.
Right.
Obviously, it's majority white people there because it's a PWI. But I mean, it's not a lot of black girls that were there, and those that were there, the attractive ones were either already in a relationship,
right,
or you know, we just didn't vibe the same way, we didn't see each other the same way, or we was just hella cool. Like it wasn't no relationship in that. Like that was it. It's not a problem of like, you know, not liking black women. It's just the black women that I had options to were either in those 3 categories.
Right. And you just ain't discriminating.
I'm not discriminating. Like if a woman is attracted to me, she's attracted to me. It doesn't matter the color. Like I'm more about the personality. Like if I'm trying to date you, I want to know if we're gonna be able to mesh well together. Are you a cool type of person? Am I going to get tired of you quickly? Because I'm a person that gets tired of things quickly if it doesn't hold my interest. Like that's the things that I'm looking for, the personality traits and stuff. Obviously the looks is gonna be a plus, but
Right.
I'm not looking at the skin color. So yeah.
Well, Fly, is because you're human and you have
Right.
decency.
Unlike, once again, God bless the dead. But you know, seeing these tweets is very, and obviously being resurfaced after all of this is happening is unfortunate. But this is discouraging, and there's still people out there that's like that. I actually know a couple people like this.
Oh, right, and you're definitely right about that. Because I mean, and I get it. If that's what you want to do. People say, "Yo, you should stick to your own." Okay, you know, that's
Right.
fine. Do that. I'm right now. My girlfriend is black, you know, and I'm happy because, well, first of all, everybody kept saying I don't like black women. I mean, obviously that's not true.
Right.
You know, but that irked my soul, man, when people say that, man. Like, you know, I have never ever said anything negative about black women for people. I never had tweets like this.
Me
I
either.
never had. I hope not. If I can't remember back in 2011, I hope something happened to me and they don't go find what I said.
I'm saying, like, I don't think I've ever tweeted that.
But I never said anything like this, so I never understood that narrative. But brothers like him is the reason why people all automatically assume, oh, you don't like black women, you know, because of statements like this. Because for a lot of people, especially a lot of black women, they'll see that, yo, if he's with a white woman or if he's with another race, then there must be something about his women that he don't like. And like, why it can't be both ways? Like, I like everything about you, sister, but I like this lady too. I mean, different cultures have different things that people could like. Like Spanish people. Spanish people are really big with their families. You know, like, and if you're like a really big, huge family, you know, and she bring you around Papi and Mommy, and then she bring you around them and Tio and Tia, and they end up making enchiladas and drinking Coronas, and they give you a Corona and make you feel special. Man, you ain't gonna, you go, oh, yeah, this is the girl for me.
Yeah.
You know, but when you go over Keisha's house, now I'm about to sound like him. You go over Keisha's house. And her family rip you apart.
Boy,
Who didn't know I'm having that nigga that you brought in this house? But you balled under that hat, nigga. Big old stomach, fake chain wearing boy. Your tattoo, sorry.
I bet you balled under that, boy.
Granny, like, ooh, baby, you got some weight on you.
Yep.
Grandpa be like, don't you come over here with that bullshit. The whole family. But that's their way of showing love. But if you're not ready for that,
right?
Oh, this is the one that's gonna really get me. Then they gonna call you the wrong name. My name is Darrell. Come on over here, Darius. That's not what I said. I didn't say Darius. Didn't say Darius. I said, oh, don't correct him. Oh, you telling me how to say your name? You telling me how to say your name? The nerve of you. I don't like him, Crystal. Bring him home. Bring him back where you put him back where you found him.
Put him back where you found him.
But that's their way of showing love. That's the point I'm making.
Right.
That's the way they show love.
Right.
You know, if you go in there and you take that, if you can make it through that initial day, you're gonna be family. Now you gonna get to roast the next person that bring a boyfriend or girlfriend around.
You're right. This is true.
Oh, that's a great feeling. So
it is.
So the different culture, you know, and I say that all in jokingly, but to say, you know, everybody has every woman, they all have their thing. If you like stuff that white people do, like if you grew up around white people, and you been to white parties and holding you upside down, drinking out the kegs and got doggone whatever thing you pour the alcohol in, and you gotta open it and then you choke to death.
Y'all know what you're
beer
talking about.
pong and crashing beer. You know, that's kind of like a little extreme, but but if you found a white girl and her family did that same thing and that's all you know, I can't judge you from not being with a black woman if this is what you know.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, but if you like whoever you like them. But
Right.
don't disrespect
Don't disrespect don't disrespect. Yeah, don't disrespect others. Yet alone, don't disrespect your own.
To try to uplift them, you put somebody else down.
You don't have to do that. I mean, we can go use that to completely other things. Like you don't have to degrade people in order to uplift others, just in general. And there's a lot of people in this culture that do that shit. especially in the social media culture and all, they like to uplift by degrading others, and that shit is that's just terrible. That makes you look like an even worse human being. The fact that you trying to uplift some, but you too busy fucking over the others with what you saying, like that shit just makes you a piece of shit human being to me. That's just
trying to like yeah. She says they've been making his hair hurt, but he always love our women, and then Melly said everyone's a product of their environment, which is what I basically was saying, Melly.
Absolutely.
But like one of the worst things I hear about black women is that, oh, I can't be the black woman because they got bad attitudes. First of all, there's two different women that is worse than black women with attitudes.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who say that, I can tell they ain't never been with nobody else but other than what they like.
Mm-hmm.
One is Puerto Ricans.
Yep.
They are so angry for no reason. And then you don't understand what they say. I'm like, hey. Two, it's angry white women.
Right.
Obviously.
Karens.
Right. Obviously.
You see the climate that we're in today.
And I'm not trying to be ugly to the dead.
Right.
But you tell me what he would rather have right now. You tell me what he would rather have right now. An attitude or on the next episode of Snapped?
Yeah. I mean, you
tell me which one you rather have.
You
tell me which one. You talked all this stuff about black women having attitude. Tell me which one. And this is not saying all white women are crazy. I'm not saying that. I'm just talking about this particular situation.
Yes.
But you tell me which. Well, this is why why you trying to make be prejudiced. Prejudge. Prejudice means prejudge.
No, go ahead. Go on. Prejudice. Look at my shirt. Look at my
God
shirt.
Dang it.
Look at my shirt.
You marketing genius.
Look at my shirt.
Prejudice is
just emotional. Prejudice is an emotional commitment to ignorance. That's all it is.
It's an emotional commitment because people don't understand the difference between prejudice and discriminate.
Go ahead.
Prejudice means you prejudge. You know.
Yep.
You know. You see somebody. For example, a car dealership, car salesman can be prejudiced. Why? Because he might see somebody in a suit. And assume he got money,
right?
But the dude that got on the muscle shirt, it must be using. He must be looking for a cash car, when really the one in the muscle shirt just got dropped off in the Bentley, and the one in the suit just got pulled up in a truck that bounced like this. That's what truck that your truck. Hey, flight. Look, I can't stop. Look, the truck just be moving. You gotta hit it. Come on now. Just get there. All right, listen. Prejudice is for prejudge. But if he says, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the guy in the suit, now he has discriminated. Because discriminate is the action. You get me? So
yes.
So
preaching.
So that's the difference between the two. And I don't know how I'm gonna close all that up, wrap it up. I'm gonna just say let's everybody get along.
Everybody just get along. You know, we God bless the dead. You know, rest in peace to Christian. That was an unfortunate situation, but you know, it's also unfortunate that these tweets resurfaced. Let this be a lesson. Watch what you put out there on the internet, man. You never know when that shit gonna come back around.
I really need to go look at mine. I need to go see what I was saying in 2010.
Check me out, Relle. Check me out. I think you appreciate this.
Okay.
Make sure you watch what you put out there on the internet, because you never know when it's gonna come back and slap you in your face. Which brings me to my next topic. I didn't get a chance to talk about it. Obviously, if you caught my brother Relle on his IG live, he was able to speak on it. But Will Smith smacking the shit out of Chris Rock. I know this is old. We finally came back, and I want to be able to talk about it because damn, dog. Damn.
That was tough.
That shit was crazy, bro. That's the last person I'm expecting, because of his stature and how high up he is in Hollywood. That's the last person I'm expecting to go up on stage and actually assault somebody, because that's assault. That's assault.
But I hate when people say the word assault.
That's assault.
I mean,
now obviously, let's be honest. Let's be real. Obviously, we both know when you hear assault, we know how aggressive that has to actually be. I'm going just based off of what the media and the cops and everybody saying.
When you in the club, somebody come and hit somebody, you be like, "Oh, dang, he just assaulted him." Bro, nobody used that word until the Oscars.
Nobody used that word until the Oscars.
I mean, yes, it's true.
It's true, but it's just I think it's so much more of the fact of who it is and how much they were saying it. It felt like every other person reporting it was saying assault, assault, assault. Like he just beat the man bloody on stage. Like, no,
right. That would have been
that's assault. You know what I'm saying? He just slapped the shit out of him. That's it. That was it. Now, my thoughts on this, I'm very indifferent about it, because you never know what you would do unless you're actually in that situation at that time. It's easy to say one thing, but when you really in the shit, what are you actually going to do? You don't know until you're there. One, I don't think that he should have handled it in that way, being who he is, his stature and everything. I don't think he should have just went up there and just essentially, lack of better terms, embarrass a peer. He could have easily chopped it up, told him what it was, checked him on his shit. Like, hey, I understand, but watch that shit. Like, understand why you shouldn't make that joke. Understand this, situation, and call it what it is, instead of on national television actually slapping him. I felt like Will Smith could have did that in a different way. And then it's also hard to gauge, because you see all of these, you see him laughing beforehand, you see Jada laughing, and then all of a sudden going to a stale face. So, like, was it real? Was it scripted? Did he feel like he had to do it, and like that was his way of getting back in Jada's good graces because of other shit that was happening? Like, it was a lot of shit to me that just felt off. But the main thing was, I just felt like he could have, if it was for real, if it was genuine, I felt like he could have handled that shit in a different way. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said, I also didn't care too much to really dig deep into it. But that was just my initial thoughts when I seen the shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time. Like you said, shout out to everybody that tuned into the IG live. And I only went on there by myself, first of all, because I didn't know you could add multiple people in there. So I wanted to leave a space for our people to come on and talk about it. But now right. I know I can add Flight on there, and we can add people. I won't be by myself no more on that. But shout out to everybody that tuned into that, because this was such a big story. I had to say something within the 24 hours.
Right.
But all I said, to keep it short and sweet, was Will Smith is like my favorite celebrity. I guess some people say you don't put the idolize, but he's one of the people I idolize in the industry. Will, Obama, The Rock, LeBron, I got my. I just think The Rock is so cool. So, The Rock has to be like the coolest person like in the entire world. Yeah. But Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley, them two as well.
Mm-hmm.
And to see your idol go up there and react the way he did to a joke, from a comedian. That is his job. I can understand if a rapper got up there and did it. I can understand if an actor got up there and did it, or an actress, or a director or something. They went up there and made that joke, because that's not your job. But you ain't funny. But a comedian, that's his job to make jokes.
Right.
And I think, like I was saying, I think it was Ricky Smiley said, he basically, if he would have sat from his seat and just said, hey, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth, it would have still made newsways. We would still be getting Bad Boys 4, and the point would have still been made.
Bad Boys 4.
You know, the point would have still been made. So, but you know, as my idol, you know, and I was disappointed in what he did. But I mean, it's okay, you know. Like I'm okay with he made a mistake, whatever. I really hope. I'm so sick of Jada. I'm so sick of Jada, man. I don't know what it is. I just don't like the way she looked no more. I don't even watch Set It Off the Same no more.
I think it's more so it's just the shit that like this whole ever since the whole Red Table Talk came out, and she started like in August Alcina shit and how she spoke on how she felt like she was forced to marry Will because of her mama and she didn't even want to marry Will, and how she keeps talking about a whole like it's just so much. I feel like it's so much you shouldn't do. Like I don't. Also, it's from what bad, I know, from what I can see, what I can read. I'm not in their everyday house, right?
And if I, you know, when we get popping, and I probably get to meet Jada Pinkett Smith, and maybe she drunk one day and she tell me everything, I reserve the right to change my mind with more information comes out. But as of right now, of what I see, I can't stand her. I don't understand what. You know, and I think she did a show that I haven't seen the actual audio or heard the actual audio or seen the actual video, but it was I seen the quotes. It's basically her saying that she didn't ask to be protected and stuff like that on them lines. And I'm thinking like,
let me see if I can pull it
even if that is true, your man went on and slapped. This is the part I don't like. Your man went on national television. The Oscars is one of the most prestigious events in America. You went in there, he went in there, slapped. They already don't want us there. Let's just throw that out there too. They already don't want us there. Then Will Smith, the best of us. You remember when Batman, have you seen the second Batman with the Joker? And the Joker's whole plan was to turn Harvey Dent, the people's hero, into the villain?
Yeah.
That's what happened. Will Smith turned to Two-Face.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. That's a great analogy right there. That's
we watched our idol crack under pressure, and then get up there and give me a speech on how to protect his family, and whatever else he said. That was bull crap. After you just slap, that is gangster though. To win, to go on stage, slap another legendary comedian, walk away because you know he ain't gonna touch you, then back door and win Best Actor and give a speech on how you would do anything to protect your family.
That's a good way to go out on your last show ever.
At least for the next decade.
At least for the next decade. But
she said Smith wasn't gonna get no more awards anyway, so it didn't matter.
She said that she never said he needed to protect her. It was in the heat of the action, and he was the one who overreacted. I didn't and wouldn't do it in any way. Now it's just like I understand once again, but it's like, damn, like the way you said he's the one who overreacted, not me. Like
it's okay to lie. It's okay to lie sometimes.
God damn. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody said in the chat. What? Somebody said that Willow wrote a letter to Tupac.
Yeah, I seen something about that. CSAM said that. While you looking for that, I'm gonna read what the chat said. I see King. CSAM said, I personally feel like he got pressured into expressing his protection for his wife because he was laughing at the joke at first. Steph said Will need to leave. Melly said, are they allowed to strip him of his Oscar? No, they can't take his Oscar. They would have already taken it.
Yeah, they can't take his Oscar.
Yes, Steph, you're right. She didn't have to. Oh, okay. He talking about Will needs to leave Jada. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She do seem like that too, Melly. She's like a very me first person. I'm just about sick of her, man. Like I don't know. I just never really, because everybody say he protected his wife. That's how you men should do it. But my question is, when has she protected him?
I mean,
you know, I get it. You know what I'm saying? And even
she could have protected him in that interview, and she didn't. She just, it wasn't me. Right. It was him. Just
now, yeah.
Just in that.
People try to tell me that, you know, that's how to protect your wife, and I said, not like that's so stupid. You know, there are other ways. Yeah. Now, if he would have physically done something, okay, then yeah. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right.
But a joke, you can protect your wife from a joke. Yeah. I feel like you talk about my girl, because I'm gonna talk about yours even worse.
Yeah.
I'm that confident. You gonna want to slap me.
Like it's gonna be a back and forth type shit.
Yeah. Nah, you know, don't approach her in a threatening way. But
yeah.
But if for words, for just a joke,
like tread lightly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like,
Understand these lines and don't jump back and forth. Just understand the lines and stay on your side type shit.
With that being said, do you think? What do you think about the punishment?
I mean, I'm not surprised. Think about the academy and who it's ran by. I'm not surprised. It's because he, once again, and we're gonna use the word that gets thrown around way too much, because he went up during a live award ceremony and assaulted, and got to use their word because that's how they read it and used for their band. He got up and assaulted somebody and then used vulgar terminology loudly enough to where everybody at home could hear. So that's about right, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know if there's anything else that's happened in the past to people getting banned like this. I don't think I've ever heard anything in this nature.
I think Kanye got banned from the Grammys
for saying the whole "I'm sorry" shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you finish it. I mean,
yeah. I think Kanye got banned from the Grammys. Steph said last 2 years she been making that man life hell. Chris got the slap Jada was supposed to get. Nah, like I said on the Instagram live, Chris got the slap that Lou should have got on Fresh Prince. That's what I said on IG Live. I said, why he ain't slap Lou like that?
How come he don't want me no more, man?
Yeah. I had 14 great birthdays when I am. Yeah, he slapped Lou. Had that stupid statue he want to pull out the dog. Have you seen the new Bel Air? Did you see that Will and that Lou get into it?
No, you got into it. Is it better than this one?
Oh, it's way better. It's cursing, so it's way better.
Oh, yeah.
But still, even that Will Smith didn't slap him either. And I'm not going to spoil. I want you to watch it. I'm not going to say nothing else. But,
big,
but nah,
speed freak. And with
I was like, why you ain't slap Lou like that? Now you want to slap Chris Rock for making a joke about your wife? My nigga Lou showed up to your house. Took you to the fair. said, hey son, won't you? He was all smiling. Hey son, come on, you come with me on the road for the summer. I'm talking about the episode. He was laughing. He was smiling. Come on, just come with me on the road. Even when he came back to tell Will he couldn't go, he was still smiling. He's like, hey, just tell Will I got caught up in some things. And Uncle Phil was like, no, you gonna tell him. Nuh-uh. He's like, Uncle Phil, what? It just happened. Think I want to be like this? It just happened. Will should have slapped him then.
Bruh.
Exactly. You think I want to be like this? It just happened.
Stupid.
Hey, I'm going to clip that, and I'm going to find the actual clip of that on I'm telling y'all, I'm going to clap it. It just happened. Yeah, well, yeah, and 2 times better. Yeah, cuz the Bella, he's about the Bella and Lou. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it. I want you to watch it. So we'll talk about it whenever you watch it.
So I found the whole thing about Willow writing the letter. So I guess this is something that, let's see, the letter resurfaced after the spotlight was shown on Will Smith and Jada's marriage after Will slapped Chris Rock on stage at the Oscars.
Oh, so this got pulled up.
Yeah, the letter, which was supposedly written by Willow, states that she knows he is alive someplace and asks him to come back so mommy and me can be happy.
Will Smith living in a nightmare now.
The letter came to light after internet personality Kevin Samuels highlighted it. It was then shared on a TikTok video and has been viewed over 2.6 million times. The letter has sparked debate online and many question its authenticity.
Yeah, Willow a little off. Both of them kids a little off, but that's their fault.
I mean,
everybody been saying they've been letting them kids do whatever they want, for the last decade. And now them kids cry. I don't even know what Jaden at. I know he's doing some charitable work, but Willow look even crazy every time I see her. So I'm not surprised
kids.
Huh?
Steph said, "F them kids." Hashtag.
Yeah, man. Will just need to go ahead and I think his oldest son got some sense. I think the oldest son got some sense, but the other two is just.
Yeah, I can't believe a hardcore game of rock paper scissors got so big. I feel like that's what it is, just one trying to up the other. Well, I mean, really just her trying to up him. I mean, he ain't doing shit. He turned 50 and he was just trying to live his best life. And after he turned 50, everything just went downhill.
Man, I'm such a big Will Smith fan. He got a show on Disney Plus on the National Geographic Channel.
Does he?
Yeah, and he just doing some white people stuff. And he like going down in the depths of the ocean, running through the thing with the wolves. Yeah, I watched that show, and it's actually pretty cool. I know he had went and they found this new rock, and they said, if you find something, can't you name it? And then I think he named like the Fresh Prince rock or something like that. Something like that. But anyway, that's how much of a Will Smith. But I say that to say that you're right. After he turned 50, he was going skydiving. Will then got on social media. He making videos on top of England towers and bull crap. And then he freaking got National Geographic channels and all this shows. So Will Smith living his best life. And then now he, they probably gonna pull that from Disney Plus.
Ain't no telling what the hell is going on.
I don't think they touching none of the new stuff. I mean, old stuff. I think everybody hitting him for all his new stuff. I think Bad Boys 4 got put on hold. A movie on Netflix that was coming out, Bright 2 got put on hold. I Am Legend 2 got put on hold. But it's like a lot of the movies that he was working on just got put on hold. But it's gonna come off a hold. They just doing that for PR right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously, it makes sense. They probably wouldn't get the money.
Who was the director that said? Michael Bay. Michael Bay. I was reading that day. Michael Bay said he would still work with Will Smith.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Will Smith. That's why I said I don't think his career is gonna take a hit. It's Will Smith.
Ask your question. Ask your question. I'm gonna turn this conversation a little bit.
Okay.
I've been seeing some on Facebook and chat. Y'all, I want y'all to chime in on this subject as well. I want to hear what y'all think. I've been hearing a lot of things lately about Will Smith not being a good actor. So, and that he got a lot of bomb movies, like movies that bomb. Let me say it that way. My question to you: one, is Will Smith a good actor? And two, what is your best or favorite Will Smith movie?
Well,
if you have one.
One, yes.
Go ahead, Chad. You too.
Yes, he's a good actor. Yes.
Wait. Is he good, or is he like? Is he average? I mean, is he poor, average?
No, he's in the upper echelon.
So he's with the Denzels.
He's with the Denzels.
Denzel, the Samuels.
He's with the Denzels and Samuels. He's up there. I mean, it proves. I mean, it shows. Numbers don't lie.
Let's say he's a great actor.
He's the numbers don't lie. He's a great actor. My favorite Will Smith movie?
Yeah, give me yours too, Chad. Favorite Will Smith movie?
Yeah.
Mine probably will surprise you.
The first.
Mama said Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness was good. I like 7 Pounds.
7 Pounds is the one where he died at the end.
Yeah, but he gave everybody that.
Right, yeah. Okay.
I really like 7 Pounds, and I really liked Bad Boys, the first one.
Real quick before I give you mine, Bad Boys, I tell people, is probably the greatest combination, the greatest duo that was ever created.
Absolutely.
Because them two, especially in the 90s,
yes,
with Fresh Prince, with Martin, you bring them two together that was probably, Oh, Steph said probably Men in Black or Wild Wild West. Oh, you actually like Wild Wild West? Oh, Paco said I Am Legend.
Yeah, Independence Day was cool to me.
But let me tell you what my favorite Will Smith movie is. Independence Day was dope. That was my first great Will Smith movie I can remember. My favorite Will Smith movie is Hitch.
Hitch is up there for me too.
Hitch goes so hard to me.
Hitch goes hard.
After Hitch is I'm gonna say the Bad Boy series. I'm just such a huge fan of Bad Boys.
I like the entire series, but I think that first, it's just something nostalgic about that first one.
You know who directed it?
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. That's why
he directed all of them, didn't
he? Except the
he didn't do the last one?
No, he didn't do the one with Will Smith having a son and all that crap.
Okay, yeah.
Michael Bay movies.
You know
have a lot of slow motion.
Yeah. Don't he have a lot of explosion too?
A lot of explosions, slow motion, and sexualizing of women.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of a Michael Bay.
That's a Michael Bay. That's
Transformers.
That's what he say in Hitch. Like, this is where you stay at. Like,
Yeah.
stay sick. That's where Michael Bay stay at.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Hitch is great. Hitch is great. And if I had to go a second one, I'll probably go with. I like his performance in Ali.
I was gonna say Ali. What about that?
I like his performance in Ali, and that's just me trying to go off the top of my head because I actually like what he did with Genie in Aladdin.
Oh yeah, he did his
I
thing in
like
that.
what he did with Genie with Aladdin. So it's hard, but I'm gonna just go with that.
What did you go as far? And I've seen it once, and I can't really remember it. But would you go as far as saying, because off the top, his worst movie may be Shark Tales? And that's just because I'm saying. And I mean, I've heard a lot of people say it's good. I've only seen it once, and so I can't really remember it. But I mean, I've heard a lot of people say it's good, but it's also something I don't hear a lot of people talk about for his movies, which is a good thing for him. That goes to show how great of an actor he is. But, shit, would that be it, or is there one that comes to mind? And Chad, if y'all can think of one that may be his worst, please chime in. What's one that comes to mind that you may think is worse? Shark Tales is good. That's what I'm hearing. I've only seen it once, so I can't say that Shark Tales was terrible. I'm just thinking, like, out of all the movies we've just named, I'm not putting Shark Tales ahead of any one of those. That's why I said that.
Speaking of characters like that, they put Shrek back on Netflix, and I've been watching it with Lil David here, watching Shrek all the time, 1, 2, and 3. I forgot how good Eddie Murphy did as Donkey.
He did real good as Donkey.
I be watching that mother laughing like I ain't never seen it before.
He was
Will
good.
Smith was in The Heat of the Night.
He was?
Yeah, I'm looking through his filmography on IMDb, and I must have been scrolling too much because now I'm in 1989, and he was an actor. He was a performer in The Heat of the Night.
The worst movie was the one with his son. What's the one?
After Earth. After Earth.
Oh,
Yeah,
After Earth. That's
Derek. I was thinking that. Shout out to Derek for coming in. No, it's called After Earth. Planet Earth is that
Planet Earth or Earth something.
So Planet Earth is that movie we had bought a Blu-ray set one day. My dad had bought a Blu-ray set for the house, and it came with Planet Earth. Why? Because they wanted you to put it in, and it shows the colors of the Blu-ray. So you got the bird. It was like a whole thing about Planet Earth, the waters, the birds, the animals, all that stuff. But the one with Jamie is not underrated.
Yes.
I think Jamie is the greatest American black performer, or entertainer. Excuse me.
You think he's the what?
I think he's the best black. He's the best African American entertainer probably of all time.
Yeah, that's a talented individual right there.
Jamie can sing. He do comedy. He act. What did I forget?
I think he produced some of the songs.
I was just about to say he produces music. What can this man not do?
Jamie.
He can do impersonations.
And not only it's already difficult to impersonate somebody just by speaking, but to be able to impersonate people singing like these people, like that shit is talent.
Well, it's been 5 years.
Okay.
Don't hold back my tears, 'cause I'm just so happy I'm marrying an angel today. Oh,
song was dope. That was a good ass song that he wrote.
As I take.
He writes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He writes.
Yeah.
Like, what can't that man do? That.
Yeah.
Hey.
See, I'm laughing at. I was killing that, but really on the cool, I really was in my bag right there.
On the lowest of keys, where you was. On the lowest of keys, I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not even
we got the round of applause hooked up. We got the round of applause.
There you go. He was really in your bag, brother. Here, go there. He was really in your bag.
I wish I could hear it too. I was mad with the pre-show. You was just lit, and I was like, we gotta work on that. I want to get in my zone too.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. You also, and speaking of figuring things out.
Segues are great today.
Cam Newton to say some of y'all women should figure some shit out.
Yeah. What'd he say?
I'm gonna go ahead and boom myself up. I wasn't really that good of a transition. Cam Newton spoke on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast and said that he spoke on about women. But what people failed to hear, or not failed to hear, they neglected to put out or even think about listening to one simple word. And he said, for me. What a woman is for me. First off, before we even get into what he said for me. That is his opinion of what woman he wants, what he likes in a woman. That's right. What he said. So let's get that off the bat first. He said for me, it was his opinion, and you can't say this man is wrong because he has an opinion. It's an opinion. I don't understand that. But he goes on to say that they know how to cater to a man, and claims that a lot of women nowadays claim that they are quote unquote bad bitch, but don't know how to cook. And he says what he thinks is a bad bitch, and I thought it was funny because he said, I think it was a bad bitch, not saying bitch demeaning women, which bitch is demeaning women, but I just thought that was funny. I understood where he was going. But he said that he believes that a woman knows how to cater to a man, knows their not essentially their place. But
exactly what he said.
Did he say that? I don't think he said it like that.
Exactly what he meant.
He's like, but basically he was just saying like, and letting the man lead and stuff like that, but also goes on to say, and because this is where the video cut off, a lot of people didn't hear the rest, where he says also a man should know how to be a man and not do that sucker shit what a lot of men out here do. So what do you think about Cam Newton's comments on women and what he feels like a woman should be?
Like we said, first of all, that's his opinion.
Right.
It's kind of archaic in a sense, but that is his opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I do think all this got blown a little bit out of proportion.
Mm-hmm.
Not proportion for Twitter though. Like, yes, I can understand why this is a debate on Twitter. Yes, I get it. You know, stuff like this will always be a debate. Mm-hmm. But before I took a nap earlier today, I was on YouTube and I came across a video, and it was Molly, ESPN's Molly, and Stephen A. Smith, First Take. And they were talking about the topic, and what NFL teams are going to think about this. And I'm thinking, now it's got blown out of proportion. Why is it on ESPN?
I mean, you know exactly why it's on ESPN.
So my thing is, do they want him out the league that bad that they're going to find an interview he did talking about women and that's going to kick him out the league? The NFL, let me tell you something. I know one thing about the NFL. The NFL does not like bad publicity. They hate it. I mean, no league does, but in a sense, but the NFL absolutely hates it. Mm-hmm. At least the NBA, you can still go play on teams. And with LeBron disrespected the whole country of China. And
it was Daryl Morey.
And LeBron though.
He like LeBron said his stuff, but it was also Well,
I'm just talking about LeBron right now. My point is
LeBron can play. LeBron can play.
But that's the NBA. They are player driven league, so it's a little different. The NFL is the shield. And the older I get, the more true. I act like I played the NFL. Right. The NFL is the shield. Basketball, the name on the back of the jersey is the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
In football, the name on the front of the jersey
is the most important.
Is the most important thing, which is crazy. As big as Brady it was the goddamn New England Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, it got to be that big that it was on ESPN. I mean, and his chances of getting another team. Now, I think that's a little outrageous because the man has an opinion. Oh, who cares what Cam Newton think? He got 5 kids, like 3 girls.
You know what I also thought about is, well, one, I feel like the reason why he's got brought up on ESPN because he's an NFL quarterback, for one. 2, he's a black NFL quarterback, so obviously you know the controversy that comes with that. But also another reason why this probably came up is that he had a whole incident with a reporter like 5 years ago.
Oh, the cover 2 comment or something like that. Go ahead.
Yeah, that comment. So, I mean, that's probably why.
Forgot about that. Yeah, no, you kind of changed my outlook on it. Yeah,
that's more than likely why it got brought up. This ain't his first time being there. Yeah. Once again,
women don't know their place.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I forgot all about that. You're right. I forgot all about that comment.
But yeah, man, that's the only reason why it's gonna be on ESPN, man. And I
didn't think about that.
I mean, it's. And we know how ESPN is. They have there's people that push certain agendas,
right?
You know, it's not ESPN has kind of gone away from like really just reporting sports, and everybody like actually reporting on the season of each individual sports and the players and what they're doing. Like now they've gone off to this gossip shit and what they're doing on the podcast on the side outside of their sport and everything, to where I think somebody in the chat said it's become like Facebook vocalized, and that's a very good way to put it. ESPN is just pushing certain agendas.
Paco.
That's
shout
really
out to
it. Shout out to Paco. They only pushing certain agendas, so we know how ESPN, right? So that's why, in a sense, I wasn't really surprised that it got there. I mean, because like for those 3 reasons. So yeah, that shit is But I mean, we know how he is with it. I mean, we know how outspoken he is.
I don't like, but to kind of stick back onto what we were saying, you know, the way I look at things is a little different in a household. You know, I look at, because me personally, with my relationship, I love to cook. You know, like I told her, I'm making these steaks as soon as we get off of here with the new girl. So I like to cook, but I think since we've been together, she probably made maybe 2 or 3 meals. But I like to do that. I mean, that part was one of the reasons why I learned how to cook. Well, one, so that I ain't have enough money to go to eat at Perry Steakhouse. So I said I'll learn how to create Perry Steakhouse in my own doggone house.
Right.
But that was one reason. 2, I always said if I got, you know, when I got married, I wanted to be able to cook real fancy dinners for my significant other, whether that be like the steaks, and so, you know, to do all of that. So that's why I had learned personally how to cook, and it's really easy. If you want to learn how to make great meals, just go on YouTube. It's always somebody that breaks it down the way.
If you want to learn how to do anything, just go to YouTube.
Right, but it's cooking. You know, if you want to learn how to make something, go on YouTube. There's the cool thing about it is that there's 40 people that got a recipe on how to make the perfect grilled chicken. But you're gonna find one person that can talk to you directly and show you how to season it, and how the way that they probably saying the same thing, but it's the way that they say it that sticks with you. I follow a couple channels like that where I want to learn how to make something. I just go in there and I look. But anyways, so you know, roles can be. I learned how to do. I like to do stuff around the house. I like to, you know, clean up and well, I'm not gonna say I like to, but if I'm in the mood to, then I'm in the mood. I'm opening windows. I'm cutting on music. I'm opening doors. You know, and having and making an event. But see, me, I'm not a yard person. I'm not Don't put me in the yard. I'm not a fixer. I'm not gonna fix the toilet. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna change your own oil. You know, we need to take it to Meineke. I'm not changing it. No. Yes, I can change a tire. Yes, I can do that. That's more of I need to know how to do right then and there. So yes, I know how to change the tire. So I ain't that sorry. But well, but the men can be different. You know, where I know if the yard is, I hate it. You know, I will find anybody to come cut the yard if I ain't have to do it. I hate getting out there. I hate itching. I hate that yard itch. It don't ever go away. Even after I got the shower, I'm still itching. but that's me. You know, so you know, that's like the different roles and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you know, well, I don't want nobody to shut up when I'm talking to them. Like, or no one like I like to know what people think about everything. You know, I don't want you to be extremely quiet and.
Oh, that's what he said. That he learned when to be quiet. That's what it was.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna tell you. That's why I said stay. That's why I say he basically said that. Yeah. But that's kind of like my take on it. For me personally, I just think it's a little archaic in his thinking. I mean, but it's not gonna stop her from getting a woman. Why? Because it's freaking Cam Newton.
Yeah, I mean,
and Cam Newton is the definition of somebody that has swag. Like he has swag, he has charisma. You know what I mean? Like Cam seemed like he'll go pull somebody too, but also he'll bring a female up and they can just chop it up all night like him and Brittany was doing.
Right.
Like I can see him like that Brittany, him and that Brittany Renner comes. I can see like them actually talking on the couch, just staying up late one night, no kissing, no nothing, just chopping it up like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cam Newton has that personality to be like that. So he gonna always find a woman, but if he wasn't Cam Newton,
yeah, it'd be a struggle. But I think my thing is, and it could be. I mean, once again, everything got misconstrued. I feel like I think people were just looking at like when they heard a woman should know how to cater to a man, they only think like should be cooking, should be cleaning when I get in, make sure that the house is clean. Like that's what they think. But I think it's more. I think Cam is way too smart for that. And I say this because I don't think there's more ways to cater to your significant other than just cooking, cleaning shit. Like,
I mean, she worked too.
Like, yeah, but like it's like everybody has love languages and shit, right?
Right.
Like, and on the surface, everybody thinks that a woman wants, the man to take them out and do shit like this. But what about like, what's wrong with women doing the same thing?
Right.
Like should be able to. And I think that's what he's saying. Like, like not saying like take him shopping and shit. Like, what if he just needs what if a love language of his is words of affirmation or,
right.
Like, or telling him like, hey, you doing great. You keep doing what you're doing. Keep your head up. You're doing great type shit. Or just to let you know that I appreciate everything that you're doing. I love you.
Right.
Well, how do you know, like, maybe that's the stuff he talk about, and they should be able to know how to be able to do that instead of everything just being for them. Like, it's not just a cook clean thing. That's just me playing devil's advocate. I could obviously he could have that archaic thinking, but I think I think he meant way more than just your standard cooking cleaning thing. Like I don't even think he really just meant that, honestly, because I just fit the vibe that Cam Newton gives me. It kind of goes back what you said. Like he can pull a female and not do anything, just have a conversation the entire night and then tell her she got to go. That's how smooth he is. That's the type of person he is, the character he has. So I think it's way deeper as far as the catering goes. And the message he was saying, a lot of people took it out of context and only heard what they wanted to hear so they could spin that shit into this whole full-blown thing that we're seeing now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that could be right. And that's a good point you brought up about the catering. Because I mean, I would never expect no woman to have a house clean. Yeah. I salute the women who did it, and cook every day. Yeah. And she worked too.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't work, you need, bitch, you need to get the house clean. And,
you gotta do something.
You gotta do something. Right. But that's realistically, we all getting women that work. So,
and at the same time, I mean, once again, if you listen to the clip, if you just saw what it was on Twitter, then you didn't see the rest. He also says that I forgot what's the other host's name? Not Gilly the Kid, but the other dude, his cousin. I forgot his name. But he said that, women will come back and the whole catering thing, they'll come back and be like, I'm only gonna be quiet and cater to my man if he worth it and this and that. And that's when Cam went on to say, well, I'm not gonna sit here and just talk bad about my queens. I'm also gonna say, like, if you say that, a man gotta be able to do his part too. Like, stop doing sucker shit. Stop expecting women to do all these things.
I've seen that.
You gotta be able to do your part. So a lot of people also just wanted to just go ahead at Cam Newton and say that his views on women was absolutely terrible, but didn't even want to listen to the extra 45 seconds to a minute.
ESPN.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why? Like, that's kind of a rookie move by Stephen A. and them, because they know to see a full story, you don't just see that little part. There's no way you can watch that whole interview.
Mm-hmm. But that's the thing,
and
though.
Still have the same, opinion.
It goes back to what Paco said. And what I was saying about ESPN.
Yeah, right.
It's no longer a company that just reports sports. They out here on the social media gossip tip now.
I knew they were struggling when they got to WWE.
Yes.
I knew that. I knew that's when they were struggling.
Exactly.
Paco said, excuse me, Paco said, I like when my girl just tell me she appreciates me or how much she loves me or really anything that shows me the attention I need, but not over clingy. I definitely agree with that, Paco.
Simple words.
Like just tell me, you know, I'm cool, you know, I'm I always like to say I'm a little different, but I don't really need all. I mean, the gifts are nice. Don't get me wrong. You know,
I'm not gonna say no to a gift.
Yeah, right? I'm not gonna say no.
If you went out your way, if Kate went out her way to go, let's say, go to the mall and go and buy me a shirt, or she was at Ross and she saw a Houston Rockets shirt or some shit and she thought of me and brought it home, I appreciate that. There's been plenty of times where she's come home with like little gifts, like shit, but shit that I like Houston Rockets gear, so it'll be a shirt and some socks. Or a hat or some shit like that. Like, that's cool. I like that. I'm not gonna say no to the gifts, and I also love those things, but also the simple things, just speaking like I'm proud of you, I love you, like shit like that. That's essentially catering
from the corner store.
You can bring me. For me, I love Reese's, and she brought me. Matter of fact, today I had just brought her some Reese's. Because I smacked all of the ones that was in there, so I just brought her some. And before I was like, "Hey, I bought you some Reese's." She's like, "I just bought you some too, bruh." My day instantly got better.
Right,
that's a little shit like that. And I think, and it goes back. Let me bring it back to the topic I was saying about Cam. That's the little things of catering. People just look at cater and just think it's just cater to you. Yes, exactly. They just think that. Like, no, it's other things. It's that cater is just a word, but there's other things behind that, especially in this day and age, of what it could mean. And I feel like if you only saw that clip, if you watching us now and you only saw that clip that was viral on Twitter, please go and search up that interview so you can listen. It's in the first 6 minutes. Go and look at that, and you can hear that shit.
C-Sam said, "Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what that's about."
What?
He ain't never exchanged Reese's with nobody. C-Sam, bro, you ain't never exchanged Reese's, bro.
Oh man,
that's definitely, you know, it's just, you know, you gotta find what works for you, man, and do it, man. Just be simple. All that extra stuff. I mean, I can't wait till I can start buying Balenciaga and stuff, and I probably still gonna want some airheads from the corner store.
Straight up.
I'm gonna be diabetic. Can you still bring me some from the corner store?
Straight up.
Fingers about to get cut off.
Real quick.
Oh, my bad.
Real quick. We can just. I mean, it just made me think of something, like, because me and Caitlin had this conversation the other day.
Hold on. Go attack it. Let's see. You out here capping, dog.
He ain't ever exchanged Reese's with nobody.
Oh, I think no. She's saying with nobody else. I think, but he did with me. I guess. I hope that's what she's saying.
I don't know what she said. I probably.
Or she's saying your story was cap.
Oh, she definitely can't say the story was cap. That literally just happened today. Can't say the story is cap. I think it's more. I think it's more so like I'm not sharing Reese's. Like, if I have my own, I'm not sharing it.
Right.
Like, because I love Reese's.
Your story wasn't cap, dog.
Yes, you got to explain. Because now everybody in the chat, I just gave a heartfelt story and everybody in the chat gonna think I'm capping when I'm not. I just repeated she repeated what you were saying.
Oh, got it.
Got it. All right, cool.
Okay. Sorry. All right. That was cap.
Got it. See, thank you for clarifying that.
You're trying to create perfect love stories.
Yeah. I wouldn't have been able to lay that shit down, dog.
I was mad. We were going Sunday Fun Day, Sunday, and it was in the name. We was going to Sunday Fun Day. I was in downtown Houston, Midtown, and it was a cemetery.
Uh-oh.
It was a cemetery, like right by all the lofts and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to the place. I said, hey, I passed up a cemetery in Midtown. I said, I bet them people get no sleep. I said, I'll be so mad if you buried me next to some luxury apartments. Especially if I ain't never had no luxury apartment. I would be so mad if you buried me next to downtown. Couldn't afford to live here, but I can afford to get buried there? Nah, man.
Oh, fuck. That's funny, man.
I know them people just being there dead. just trying to
rest.
Cut it. That's the casket. If you didn't know, they beating. Y'all keep it quiet. Keep it down out there. Y'all too loud. Keep it down up there.
Oh my gosh, dog.
Drunk people coming to the cemetery taking pictures. Niggas in the casket. You heard that? Niggas talking to each other in the grave. Terry, you over there still? You awake today?
This fool C-Sam said need a PSL for your casket.
Man, for real. That's a great way to bring that back around, because I said, how does cemetery right next to downtown Houston? I would hate to get buried there because you know you're going to be replaced for some apartment homes soon.
Dog, that's wild.
So you basically died twice. God dang. I thought it stopped when I was dead. Now you going to dig me up and put some fancy toilets on me? Got plumbing running through my whole casket block. my little light in the cemetery. Now I got plumbing lines running through it.
Oh my gosh, dog.
I was so mad when I seen that.
That is
a horrible spot.
I can't say I've ever seen that. That's wild.
Yeah, bro, they're gonna build some apartment homes on top of it.
I wouldn't.
That shit even log off.
All right, bro. Bro.
Yeah, basically like dying twice.
Man, quick hitters, man. NBA playoffs. NBA playoffs play-in just started today.
I see the Nets won.
The Nets beat the Cavs, so they are officially the 7th seed. They got Boston in the first round. Cavs will play the winner of who is that? Charlotte and Atlanta. Yeah, that's
tomorrow.
They play tomorrow.
And the Spurs and the Pelicans.
Oh no, excuse me. They play. Do they play tomorrow? No, they play Thursday.
No,
I'm saying Cleveland. Cleveland will play Thursday.
Cleveland will play again on Friday.
Charlotte and Atlanta play tomorrow.
Right, and then the winner, then that 8th seed game, both 8th seed games will be on Friday.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So
both 8th seed games. And then I think the actual playoffs start Sunday, or maybe it starts Saturday. No, it starts Saturday. Excuse me.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm gonna go. This regular season has been kind of lost for me, as you've seen.
Yeah, about a hat.
Yeah, there's been lost, but at least I got to see one of the 33 wins they had.
Yeah, in person. That was good.
Yeah, I got to see that, so that makes me feel a little bit. And I got to see a triple dub by old GOAT. But I think I know the Suns are playing really good basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I know the Clippers are probably playing some good basketball too, especially now without their people. And they talking about Kawhi Leonard could be coming back. Because I don't think their chemistry is going to mesh. I'm going to probably go. I think Phoenix is the safe bet. But I'm really looking out for Golden State.
They're saying that Steph going to be ready for game 1. He might be. He might be ready. They said he's practicing this week.
Golden State face Phoenix, I think they're going to beat them.
If Golden State beats Phoenix?
I mean, if Golden State faces Phoenix, which will probably be in the championship game.
Yeah, they play in the Western. They will play in the Western Finals if they went up.
Right. So yeah. So I think that Golden State can get to the NBA Finals from the Western Conference.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Golden State got it's not far fetched to say that if Steph is healthy, if he plays, it wouldn't be crazy to say that they're at least going to the Western Conference Finals, because if you look at the standings, they literally gonna play. They got Denver, who isn't getting Jamal Murray or Michael Porter Jr. back. So that hurts for them. So I think Golden State gonna win, and I give Denver 2 games. I think it's 5, but I give Jokic. I got a little bit more respect for Jokic. So I say
1 game.
Golden State winning the series regardless. And then after that, they play the winner of Dallas and Utah. And Luka hurt. We don't even know if Luka gonna play.
Yeah, they say he'll probably be out the first and second game. But
and even either way, I don't see Dallas or Utah beating Golden State. So it wouldn't be. I think Golden State gonna end up matching with Phoenix in the Western Conference Finals.
Golden State matching up with. So you got same finals I got too, yeah.
I do. I will say my dark horse is Memphis.
Now if Ja not playing,
Ja playing.
Okay.
Ja playing.
That's what Steph just said. Don't sleep on Memphis.
If Ja's playing Memphis, they nice. Like
I
they
haven't watched
solid
them
all
play
around.
enough to know.
They solid all around. So I mean, I'm not even gonna sleep on the Clippers because if Kawhi come back, PG has been looking.
I just don't see
PG look nice. I'm not gonna sleep on it, but I still don't. I just think that Golden State and Phoenix, they're the two most. Memphis is good, but Golden State and Phoenix, they dominated. Like Golden State had their injuries, that's why they slipped to third. It was Phoenix 1 and 2, like behind, like half game until injuries came into play, until Draymond got hurt. And when Draymond got hurt, that kind of, hurt everything for them. So
right, and then Steph, he
but I really, as far as the finals go, I mean, I really want somebody from the West. So it's either Phoenix or Golden State I want to win.
So in the East, Brooklyn is gonna be fun to watch. I don't understand Ben Simmons. I have lost a lot of respect for Ben Simmons. I just don't understand.
They said he walking around like Jordan right now.
And then this dude to my coming back, I don't like what Ben Simmons. That's just weak to me, man. And then I mean, you ain't played all year, but your back, I don't know. I'm sick of him. Anyways,
they said the team has been giving Ben Simmons so much confidence that he walks around like he's Jordan.
Man, he gonna get in that mud, shoot that mud like Shaq.
Hey man, we don't know.
Well, Shaq was efficient at the basket, so that's probably not a good example.
Ooh, shit.
But I will.
That's gonna be a good series though. That first series.
Yeah, I don't think I think the Celtics. That'll be an interesting game. That's gonna be interesting to see. They're gonna probably be my most watched series because I know Tatum and Brown are doing their thing. If the Celtics can beat the Nets, I think it's gonna be the Celtics that's gonna be playing the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals. If it aligns that way,
no, they'll play them in the
second round.
They play them in the second round because Milwaukee.
The Boston's the 2 seed though.
Yeah, it's 2-7, 3-6. So if Milwaukee's 3,
I thought
it's
the Heat
it's 1-8 for Miami 1. Yeah. So
the Heat won.
I was hoping Milwaukee would be at 2 so we can get that first round matchup of Brooklyn and Milwaukee, so we can see this KD Giannis matchup.
Yeah, you're probably still gonna see that. There's a good chance you'll see that still.
Miami, I haven't watched enough of Miami, but obviously Miami is Miami. Like we know that.
Yeah,
if you know about Miami, this their culture, we're not surprised that they there. I mean, they literally was in the finals 2 years ago.
Second round tops.
I don't see them making it past. I could see them in the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know. I'm not gonna say I'll be shocked if they make it to the finals. I wouldn't be shocked by any means, but I think the way Brooklyn playing and you still got Milwaukee, I don't see them making it past that.
I'm gonna go with Golden State and Milwaukee. Or Golden State winning 4-3. Cause let me tell you who's gonna save the series, and see Sam know this. Cause Game 6 Clay is probably the best NBA player I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, and Clay, the last 4 games of the season been torching. He found his bag. So,
but wait till he get into Game 6.
If he gets to Game 6,
Clay is Game 6 Clay is the best. He's better than Untucked Jersey, Kobe. He's better than headbandless Bron. He's better than Hoodie Mello. No, Untucked Jersey Kyrie. That's who it was.
Untucked Jersey Kyrie.
Yeah, excuse me.
It's Jersey.
I'm gonna go Golden State, Memphis. I mean, Golden State, Milwaukee.
Clay is Clay. Game 6 Clay is.
The problem is Golden State not gonna have nobody for. So Giannis is gonna put up record numbers.
Nah, they got Draymond. They got Draymond.
Giannis gonna work the heck out of Draymond, dog.
Nah,
Giannis is gonna work Draymond like he did.
That's the thing. Giannis can go ahead and get his average. It's not about the people. Just look at the stats. If you look at it, how he wears people down, and Draymond is great defensively. People don't get that man enough credit. This man is defensive player of the year. This man guards 1 through 5.
Steph said until he gets ejected.
Yeah, until they get ejected for kicking somebody in the nuts. But I mean, the man can guard. I'm not gonna say 1 through 5. He could definitely guard 2 through 5. So him guarding Giannis, And he knows the game too well. Draymond can guard Giannis. So Giannis, he'll get his 25, 30, but Giannis probably going to have to shoot 80% from the line, like, to get that 25, 30. Because I don't think he's going to really just be able to just get it like that against him.
That's what I'm going to say. The 76ers. got Harden, so I know they losing.
Yeah, offer it.
I know.
Right.
I was never a big Harden fan.
I love Harden, man. I just don't. It's just the playoffs, bro. It's just the playoffs, man. I mean,
he got his stuff slapped by Ginobili.
the one all around good playoff series I've ever seen James Harden have was when he was in Oklahoma City and they beat the Spurs.
I think it was that second round matchup. I think it was.
Was it either?
That was the West. They beat the Spurs to get to the finals.
I think so. Yeah. Whatever series that was, he was torching. Ever since then, I mean, he would get his average, but I mean, you look at the box score, and my man's like 10 to 28. 9 of 23, 5 of 26, but shot 17, 18 free throws. So it's like it's tough, man. I like Harden, man, but I put him in the same realm as Giannis, and Giannis proved it to me last year. Like, you got to show me, like, in the playoffs that you get shit done. Giannis, I said the same thing. He couldn't get shit done. Then he dropped 50 in Game 6 to win and only missed 2 free throws. So I ain't got really much bad to say about Giannis. So
I ain't really like Giannis either, but he showed me when he dropped that 50 piece in that finale. I said, yeah,
he a fool, man. Giannis.
I said, yeah.
Yeah,
you got it. But I got one basketball question. I want to know your opinion on. Then we can go.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me a few minutes. Just go ahead. What is your opinion on Russell Westbrook?
I think Russell Westbrook can't play. First off, it's hard playing with LeBron James.
Right, I do agree with that. Yeah,
it's hard
unless you sit there and shoot.
Now, it's hard playing with LeBron James. Look at it. That's why the only person, and that's because they had to tell LeBron because LeBron wasn't used to being in that situation. The only person that could do it was Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. They had to tell LeBron that it was his team. That's the reason why you saw a different LeBron in the championship years. But Kyrie, like, he can't play with
nobody. It seemed like
Kyrie can't. I mean, he doing fine with Harden, or not Harden, KD. He doing fine with KD. I mean, it's just like, but Kyrie and KD both got like that understanding when they had the ball. LeBron is like, he commands the ball at all times because he the point guard.
Right.
Like, Kyrie ain't no point guard. He's a scoring guard. He like Allen Iverson in that sense. Allen Iverson ain't a PG. He's a scoring guard. They should be the two. But it's hard. First off, it's hard playing with LeBron. And second, Russ didn't have a great year statistically, but nobody's really looking at like everybody else. Everybody's placing blame on Russ. Like, AD, get healthy, bro.
I hate AD. AD stands for always disabled.
Get healthy. Like, you got like Melo did his part coming off the bench. I mean,
yeah, I thought Melo did pretty good.
Melo
he shot
had a solid
season.
Yeah, he did. But then you think about it, it's like your only other just knockdown shooter that's proven is Malik Monk, and Malik Monk is more so of a scorer. Like, he can score at all three levels.
I think he dropped 28 when we went against the Knicks when we went out there.
He dropped 41 in the last game, or 43, something like that. But it's just like y'all didn't have enough players. Y'all went out and got somebody who has to have command of the ball with somebody who commands the ball already. Like, and then people just downplaying Russ like, oh, Russ is just ass. Like, this man ain't a future first ballot Hall of Famer. Like, this season ain't Russ' fault. It was a multitude of shit that they did wrong as a team.
No.
So
I definitely agree.
I still rock with Russ. I hope Russ leave and go to a situation. I hope he go to Charlotte. Shit.
They said they might stick it out. They might run it back.
They gonna have to get rid of somebody. Got to go.
I think AD.
Hey, if Russ don't go, AD got to go.
I'm sick of AD. Every time he hit the floor, you got to hold your breath
because he ain't healthy.
He goofy.
Like, I don't know, man. But I fuck with Russ. I fuck with Russ tough. I do want to ask one last thing. So we talking about the Lakers. Vogel, what do you think about that whole situation? How you feel like they?
Come on, now. I mean, he can. Everybody. All I've been hearing all year was LeBron put the team together.
Mm-hmm.
The GM put the team together. Was it Pelinka? Pelinka put the team together. Everybody. I ain't never heard Vogel had a say in all this.
No.
Vogel name never came up. So
once again, it's hard playing with LeBron, and it's also hard being on LeBron James' team, whether you a coach, manager, player.
So as the biggest LeBron fan, I definitely agree with that. That is crazy.
I mean, the reason why Russ was in the LA uniform is because of LeBron James. They had a conversation about playing with each other, and that's how it came about.
And after all that, I never heard nothing about no Vogel put the team together. So for him, he's like, okay, here you go. You know, it's like, this is the hand you dealt with. You playing spades. You ain't got no spades in your hand. You're not going to win that round.
Just cutting shit.
You know, so I think if they, and then I was listening to Shannon or maybe somebody on today, and they were saying how Vogel's a defensive coach, but he had no defensive players. At all. Yeah, so they, of course, but we know how the game goes. We already know how this goes. So the coach going to get fired. They need a new voice. I hate that. Need a new voice. That need a new voice thing. I don't know what that means. I mean, y'all get paid $40 million. You should be putting the ball in the goddamn basket.
You should find a way to win.
Right. The Clippers ain't had none of their people.
And they and look where they at. They play.
Yeah, at least they playing tonight.
They in the play-in. They get to play. So it's crypto.com gonna be popping, but it ain't gonna be in purple and gold. It's gonna be red and blue.
Definitely not. And the Nuggets, they ain't have two of their people. Not zero game. I think Michael Porter played a few, but Jamal was zero, and Jamal is a big time shot maker.
He's one of the best players. It's Jokic and him. That's their team.
Right. So, you know, but they made the playoffs. So you can't pull an injury on me.
Can't pull all of that shit.
Is it injury? Because that's what they all saying. That's what they all was saying in the X interviews.
I'm not going to discredit AD. AD being hurt is big. I think if AD isn't hurt, they damn near a quarter of the season.
That's the problem. He always hurt.
He is always hurt.
I'm a firm believer of Skip Bayless now. When he always says that, you know, he always bring up that 5-month break that they got before they went to the bubble. I am a firm believer that if they wouldn't have had that 5-month break, somebody would have ended up hurt, and they wouldn't have won the championship.
I mean,
if there was no COVID, I just know that 5-month break is what helped AD and Bron stay healthy. Well, not Bron, but AD stay healthy, which was a big part of that bubble championship.
Absolutely, yeah.
Especially against they playing in the Western Conference Finals. Was it the Nuggets? Yeah, the Nuggets.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that.
But Frank V was a good coach, man. Shout out to Frank V for getting LeBron his 4th ring.
Yeah.
He coaches behind off, man. It just sucks that you got to be on that side, but you know.
It is what it is. But
it is what it is.
On that note, that has been the mid-season premiere of Don't Cancel Me podcast. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Please make sure that if you watch it right now, go ahead and hit the thumbs up on the video. Make sure you like the video. If you go back and watch the video, please make sure you like it then. Make sure that you hit the bell to be notified whenever we post a video or go live on our channel for the next episode. And as always, man, we appreciate the love.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody, thank y'all for see Mike was in there.
Yeah, everybody that was in the chat, we appreciate y'all always interacting and being interactive in the chat and giving us y'all opinions and y'all thoughts on situations. We appreciate y'all. Y'all really make that podcast rock. So we appreciate the love, man.
Start, you know, this was only our Tuesday night show. Last week, Fight was celebrating Kate's birthday, so happy birthday to Kate. Hope she had a good day and weekend and all the other good stuff. But we'll be back next week on our Thursdays and Friday schedule. You know, of course, I'll let y'all know. But we back on that. I think it's like 7 more episodes. Got some good guests coming up. I got my boy Ron. Wade, my old roommate that's popping on TikTok. He gonna come in. He has a lot of controversial views on Facebook and stuff like that. So he do a lot of trolling.
Oh yeah,
I think you probably seen us talk about it in the chat. Yeah, he do a lot of trolling. So I'm gonna find some of his Facebook posts and then that way we can have that for content for him to explain. And he's also abstinent. I practice abstinence.
Oh yeah,
I'm definitely gonna get on his behind about that.
Yeah, good. It's gonna be a good
but no,
we're
gonna have a good time though. And then I got my boy Ross coming on too sometime this season. Another big time YouTuber as well. And I still need to get my girl Shelby because we gotta have our first female guest. I need my first female guest to come on here to be a part of the show.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But that's what we got planned on for the second half of the season, y'all.
Hit the bell for the notifications, like the video, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about the Don't Cancel Me podcast. This has been season 2, episode 8. Until next time, yo, we out.